For example, instead of saying I led a team to improve efficiency, you might want to say improved efficiency by 15%, saving $30,000 annually. You see how that value-based metric shows that you actually delivered something and what you delivered? The tools and methods that you use to get there aren't quite as important as what you delivered. Now, we're going to talk about how you connect this metric to your entire story if you get the interview. And so you can elaborate in the interview, but we'll talk about that later when we get to that step. The next thing you want to make sure you do on your resume is use action-oriented verbs. Using words like delivered, streamlined, launched, reduced. These are words that show action, that it means you did something, right? Now, following that up with a metric-based improvement or some metric-based value that you've delivered, you've got a powerful resume and you're making that resume way more attractive than it was before. Now, the third thing to make your resume a little more attractive is to, at least in one bullet point, have like an award or a highlight or an achievement or something that you did in that role that led to something special. And usually that's going to be an award, or maybe even you were nominated for an award, but you didn't win. And sometimes that's even important, right? If you have a company with 40,000 employees, I have one of these on my resume even, where I was nominated for a supply chain award, but I didn't win, right? But out of, I forget how many thousands of people, we were like one of 10 teams. That's pretty significant, I think, and I did include it as a bullet point on my resume. It's just a highlight showing that, hey, in addition to all of these things I've delivered, I've made big enough of an impact in that role at that business that I was nominated or either I won an award. Sometimes I'll get resumes that are 5 pages long, and I'm telling you, don't do that. No one's going to read your 5-page resume. You want to stick to the highlights, right?